taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Grabs it in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still...
There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Got it behind the line. It's Carter. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Got a man. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Just keep slinging it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Becker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Mendoza. He makes the grab. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air on 1st down. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Line is set on third down. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Makes the catch, it's Virgil. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Hoosiers have it with a first and 10.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route and take advantage, hit it right now.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the grab on the left. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rides the back and leaves it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Using his legs, it's Sticky. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The give on the option. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his man. It's Hemby. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Virgil.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back on the option to give. Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. The spin, still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Back to the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Pulls it in. It's Rogers. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Carter. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate tip. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. A lot of urgency for this offense. On fourth down, going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Dickey. Trying to take it back. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. They'll go back to the ground. Hard running there. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. The quick out. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man quickly. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The corners are walked up tight. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Virgil. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
And the Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to be trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Snagged in the middle, it's Peoples. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks, it's Rodgers. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Catch in the middle. It's Tate. Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation.